One of the biggest mistakes new sellers make when starting their Amazon journey is believing that their profit calculator is giving them the exact profit for that product. Hi, I'm Ash, I'm from the FBA Navigators, and in this video we're going to show you what sort of fees you need to be putting in the back end of SellerAmp, so then you're going to get the most accurate profit calculations for your business. So firstly, what is SellerAmp? SellerAmp is a profit calculating tool which we use to work out fees when selling on Amazon. What we'll do is quite simply put our cost price in, and that will give us the profit which we're expected to make during the sale of that product. SellerAmp isn't the only profit calculator. There's plenty out there, so you've got the likes of SellerAmp, BuyBot Pro, Profit Go, and plenty of others. These tools all work out the cost of selling these products when you are going through, if you're doing it on retail arbitrage, so scanning in store, or online arbitrage where you're actually using the Chrome extension to find products on an online retailer. New sellers believe that these products are 100% accurate, which they are not, because they are estimates. But if you don't set these softwares up correctly, you could be buying products which are not even going to make you money. You might be wasting time with cash flow, and some possible products might just be break even. So what we're going to do is go ahead and show you how to set up your SellerAmp correctly and which fees I use in my own personal business. So as you can see, I've found this product here from Smith's. We could get this product delivered, or we could actually click and collect this product if we was wanting to go out into the store and pick the product up. We could see here that it's $19.99, which we've put in this cost price, and it's selling for $33.99. As you can see here, the lowest FBA seller. SellerAmp does give us a list of all the fees which we're going to be charged when selling this product on Amazon. So if we look at the total fees here, you can see the referral fee, the fulfillment fee, and we've got the digital service fee, and that is giving us how much we're going to be paying for this product when we sell it on Amazon. This product does actually look quite good. Obviously you can see here £5.69 profit. It does sell 11 times a month, but also we've only got 2 competition, as in the FBA sellers. We have got 3 FBM sellers as well. But is this product actually perfect to buy? Because what I've done is removed all the fees which I use in my business, and you can see how profitable this product is. But now we're going to go over them fees, input them, and we're going to show you how much these fees do make a difference. So if you're using SellerAmp, there is 2 ways to change your settings. We can go to the SellerAmp homepage like this one, or you can use the SellerAmp Chrome extension and press the settings fee here. For the purpose of this video, we're going to be doing it on the web page, just so then it's a bit more visually appealing for you. We can go to the My Accounts, so that is my account, and we go into the settings here. And as you can see, we have got the settings all uploaded. So going through these settings is quite simple, and these changes do automatically save. So as you can see here, we have got the home marketplace. I'm from the UK. I'm going to sell in the UK marketplace, so my marketplace is the UK. Inbound FBA shipping, this is going to be the first one we need to input. This one is going to be calculating what the product weighs, and it's going to add a fee depending on that weight. So for example, if you had a 5 kilogram product which you want to send into Amazon, that will be more expensive than if you were selling packs of pens, for example. This storage fee here, the use peak storage fees, is very important, especially during Q4. What I like to do is put this one on during September, because I'm going to be sourcing products which might be selling during October, November and February. If you can see here, the fees in Amazon actually do go up during October the 1st to December the 31st. So the whole Q4, it's going to be costing you more money to store in Amazon's fulfillment centers. So I would recommend putting this in September time, because them products you're sourcing in September will get shipped into Amazon, and then in October you'll be thinking about selling them products November and December. So that is one which you need to be changing during September at some point. Because I'm a UK seller, I don't need the CEP storage. And then we have storage time here. So this is where the fees do get a little bit jumbled up, and this storage fee can actually make a bit of a difference. So for myself, I have a repricer, and we sell 80% to 90% within the first 2 months. So as I'm setting this up, I'm going to have my storage time as 2 months, and that is going to give me 2 months worth of storage on each product I'm analysing. Obviously, if you was using the peak storage fee between October and December, this would add an additional cost onto them 2 months as well. But this one really is important, because a lot of people don't exactly know when that product is going to sell. So you could be sending inventory in, you might have analysed a product, but that product might not sell for a little while. And this fee, a lot of people don't actually put in, and it can cost them, and they don't realise that they may be making a loss. I am doing FBA. I don't usually do FBM, so my local fulfillment is going to be FBA. Because I only sell in the UK, I need to have the European fulfillment as EFN. And then we go to the VAT scheme here. And SAS have highlighted from the 1st of August 2024, the VAT schemes have changed. That's where Amazon moved the location of where they did the business to Luxembourg, I believe. But now what we need to be doing is not using the not applicable VAT settings. If you're just starting your journey, you need to be using the not registered. If you have done business before on this business and you've done over 90k in sales, what you would need to be doing is going to the standard rate or flat rate, depending on what your VAT scheme is. Me personally, I'll be using the standard rate. The buying criteria is an important one as well. It's entirely up to you of how you want to set that up and how much minimum profit you want to make. This one is really important for when you're actually working out your max costs and you're looking and sourcing your products. So it is important. These will highlight in a red colour when you're looking at your profit calculator when analysing a product. But for me, my settings are £2 profit. I have set the minimum ROI as 20%, which is low. When you are starting out, I would recommend definitely doing it 30% plus. But I source quite high sale price products, so this is why I do that, because the margin is still there depending on what I'm selling, and I'm used to looking at that minimum ROI. But definitely, if you are doing a new seller, I would recommend 30% is the minimum. A lot of people do miss these ones out here, so we have got the additional costs. So you need to be thinking about what you're selling as regards how do you need to prep them products. So for example, if you was using liquids, you would need to be polybagging your products. A prep fee is more for if you're using a prep center, and I would recommend working that out every single month. So seeing how much you've sent in using the prep fee, I would recommend sorting this out every single month, looking at a prep fee as in how many products you've actually sent in using your prep center, dividing that by the units, and just then overestimating. So for me, last month it was 63 pence. So I'm going to put this as a 70 pence per item it's going to cost me to use the prep center. Then we have the MISC fee. So this is one to take into consideration if you're using poly bags at all, or if you've got boxes which you're paying for. you will want to be working out how much that is averagely and then inputting this fee here. You can do that as a MISC fee percentage, but what I would do is usually add this MISC fee as around 20 pence per unit, because that will cover a poly bag. I'm already overestimating my prep fee per unit, and that could go into box costs for sending it into Amazon. Then we have got the default values. So these are when you're looking at the calculator. You can look here, we've got a time frame which you want to be looking at. I personally like to look at the current, so see what the current sale price of the unit is, not the 90-day, 30-day, 180-day averages. I do like to look at the current price I can sell this product for. When I'm analysing a product, I would then go over and look at these 30, 90, 180-day and make sure that the margin is there and the sale price is still stable. You can see here buy box analysis time frame, so that is when you're looking at the keeper charts and you can see what the average is, and I'll show you them in a minute. If you was doing FBM and you had a FBM cost, so you'd be looking at what 90% of your products is going to cost you sending into Amazon, you have got a FBM cost here. So if you was doing FBM, fulfilled by merchant, what you'd be doing is finding out what it's going to cost you on 80% of your products to send that product to your customer. Obviously, if you was using this FBM cost, I would recommend changing the local fulfillment to FBM. It just saves you that few seconds when doing the analysis on your product. And then you have your custom ROI calculator, which I've just left at 35%. Like I said before, with these settings, these automatically save. You go over to display and this is going to just give you some additional options. Personally, I don't like to show the break even. I know a lot of people like to see what the minimum they'll be selling that product for, but usually I'm overestimating my fees, so it would be not as accurate anyway. If you was doing retail arbitrage, you can actually put this store geolocation in. So when you're scanning your products, it's going to be saving where you actually found that product, in which store, and the location of that. I don't do retail arbitrage that much anymore, so I have that turned off. And now we're at the SAS panels. Here you'll have things which you may want to add. So one thing you need to add is the variations. You may need to add the buy box analysis because they're really important when you're analysing your products. I don't have the eBay on there. I don't have the Seller Central, but this is down to you and how you want to use your SellerAmp. If you also want to, you can move the locations of these up and down, so you could have the Arbisource reverse search. That could be at the very top, so you can see that straight away when you're analysing your product. Can I buy this product cheaper, for example? You can also add like seller toolkit is another example, just to see if you sold that product before, how well it did, when did you sell it. And these settings all do matter, but this is how I've got mine set up. So I've got the quick info, the rank prices, alert, charts, profit calculator, Google Sheets for tracking, variations, VAT settings, that's for when I'm doing videos like this, offers, European marketplaces, lookup date details, buy box analysis, Arbisource reverse search, seller toolkit, and keeper. Usually keeper is at the bottom because I'm using keeper on the actual website and I can see it a bit more clearer. With our new settings saved on Amazon, let's go back to that product which we found earlier in Smith's. So this product here is £5.69 profit, 28% ROI, so just slightly a little bit low, but I want to show you the difference it's made with my settings on now. So if I refresh this page, as you can see here, that profit is making this product something I will not want to be purchasing. It was £5.67 originally. Now it's £2.37. Yes, what I have done is added fees on there, and I have overestimated on some of them fees, but them fees you will be paying. And the important lesson in this video is the fact that if you don't put them fees in and make things slightly harder for yourself, you may be making a loss or even break even when you're actually analysing a product. So you can see that these tools are not guaranteed when you are analysing them, so you have got to take them with a pinch of salt, because if you don't set it up correctly, you will not be making as much profit. So I hope you've liked this video in setting up SellerAmp SAS. What I'll do is drop a link below. There will be a free trial going through our link, and it does help support the channel. If you're interested in selling on Amazon, what I recommend you do is join the FBA Navigators free Discord community. There's a link below in that as well. In the next video, what we'll be doing is going over this product here and analysing it, showing you why this product, even though it's not as profitable, is not a good buy. So I hope you like this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers!